Alrighty, so we are taking notes on page 3 and 4 of your packets. So we are heading into a part of our unit where we are going to talk about theorems. Theorems are mathematical statements that are always true. So a theorem kind of sounds like theory, but it's even stronger than a theory. It's something that's always going to be true no matter what. And so we're going to be dealing with theorems, so things about triangles that are always going to be true. We're going to learn about the Triangle Sum Theorem, the Exterior Angle Theorem, the Angle Theorem for similar triangles, and the Pythagorean Theorem. This one is like the most famous theorem. Your parents probably even remember this one from school. So the one we're going to focus on today is Triangle Sum Theorem. And there's a special relationship between the measures of the interior angles of a triangle. So underline that word interior angles. We already are familiar with the word interior from our parallel lines, but just remember that means they are inside of the triangles. So if we were in person, I could draw a triangle and I could tear off each of the corners of that triangle. And if I put them all together, so if I put this corner, and this corner together, like this, I would notice that they would all fit together and make a straight line. So what do I notice about how they fit together? They form a straight line. Or I guess let's call it a straight angle. And so another word for that is they are supplementary. And so how many degrees are supplementary angles? How many degrees in a straight angle? 180 degrees. So in a triangle, all three interior angles add to 180 degrees. That's the Triangle Sum Theorem. All three interior angles of a triangle add to 180. That is going to be always true, no matter what. So the Triangle Sum Theorem, in words, says that the sum of the interior angles of a triangle add up to 180 degrees. And the equation is that the measure of angle 1 plus the measure of angle 2 plus the measure of angle 3 are going to be equal to 180 degrees. So that allows us to find the missing angle in any given triangle. So for this triangle, we know that angle 1 plus angle 2 plus angle 3 has to equal 180. So since we don't know angle 1, let's just call it x. Whenever we don't know something, we can call it x. So x plus 72 plus 65 has to equal 180 degrees. 72 plus 65 is 137. So if I wanted to know how big angle 1 was, all I would have to do is subtract 137 from 180, and that would give us 43. So the missing angle here is 43 degrees. I can do the same thing to find D. Since I don't know how big that angle is, I'll call it X. Don't forget, we know how big a box is. We know what this box stands for. It's 90 degrees. It's a right angle. So if they put a box, just put 90 degrees in the diagram. So we know X plus 90 plus 41, all the interior angles add to 180. And that gives me 131 when I add 90 and 41 together. So if I subtract 131 from 180, I get 49 degrees. So the missing angle here is 49 degrees.